back to our talk show, Young and Bold. Today, I have a special guest, and today, our guest is going to take us through what he does and what he do. He also do many things, and as you can see, he's a youth. As you know, Young and Bold, we bring up the youth who are bolding out there. Welcome.
Yes. First and foremost, my names are Daniel Thomas Thiga. Yeah, aka DJ Thermos. Yes, I'm basically a Kenyan citizen, a guy who was born and raised in the slums as well, the slums of Kibera. And having had so much experience in the streets and the slums as well, I do much more of audio production. I'm a music producer as well as a former model. I used to be Mr. Mani Mtani Kibera for 2 years, from 2012 to 2013. Another thing I've done so much is motivational talks, it being that I come from the slums and I know the ghetto life as well. And it being I come from a very humble background, I know a lot that pertains lacking food, sleeping hungry, sleeping down, sometimes even sleeping outside. And it being I was raised by a single mother as well, who I respect a lot. It's basically one thing that has caught my attention and given me the passion to actually be involved with the community activities. It being I was sponsored my whole education system by a program. It's a Catholic program, Italian program called AVSI. And AVSI itself used to involve much more in paying the school fees, giving us like money for pocket money, doing the shopping, and so many more. And thanks to AVSI, by the way, they've really helped me to this point where I am right now. Thanks to my social workers as well. Betty Langat was there. She really helped me a lot. Even it being that I'm now in the audio production, in the studios, making music, doing sound design, audio production, sound engineering as well. It's something I've undertook so passionately, and it's something I do out of love and as a business as well. And and it being, again, I'm a member of a community program called SHOFCO. And SHOFCO is bridged into too many sub-organizations where we deal with the rights of the ghetto child. We have another organization called Carolina for Kibera that deals with the rights of the ghetto girl. Mabinti Pamoja also deals with the rights of the ghetto girl as well. And other things like Kibera Town Center, where you have like bathrooms and toilets where you pay, and the money goes to helping the community projects as well. Also in the same area of Kibera Town Center, we have cafes where people go and eat. We have a music studio as well. We have a lot of things, laundries and all those things. So basically, as a young person, as a youth, it's one thing that has really caught my attention, and I love being involved with community things, because as a youth, you have strength, you have the power, you have the voice, and you have the energy to do what it pertains to actually be in the verge of helping the community as a whole. You as a youth, you can be able to even help old mamas and old wazes and kids as well to do a lot of things. And you use the platform you have to actually do that. And for me, I do that through music and social work. That's what basically I do. Yes.
Wow. Yes. Thermos.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I can hear. Even I cannot remember. We have to start asking you a question because, yes. Hey, it's like an umbrella. You're covering the whole thing. Oh my goodness, it's amazing to have a young youth like you doing so many things, especially coming from the ghettos. Yeah. Okay. Now, did I hear you saying you are DJ?
Yes, yes, yes. Of course, of course.
Yes, tell us your stage name. Because you have just, I think, umejiintroduce na ile jina yako kamili na wewe ni Kenyan.
Daniel Thomas Tiga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so tell us.
Okay, majina zangu za usanii, actually my artistic name, my alias name is DJ Thermos.
Wow.
How the Thermos came about, it was very funny.
Yes.
Many people assume it comes from my official name, which is Thomas,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
it's just basically a A to a O and a O to a A,
Mhm.
makes it Thermos. But also, it's that I love African royalty.
Mhm.
I love, first of all, I appreciate me being an African.
Yes.
That's number one.
Mhm.
The most awkward thing is I'm a half-breed of two parents.
Mhm.
My dad is from Congo.
Wow.
He's a Lingala, and my mom is a Kikuyu from Nyeri here in Kenya.
Yes.
So it being that I am an African child, I love African things, and I respect Africa because Africa is a place where we are rich. Let's say it's a rich continent with a lot of things.
Yes.
And on another note, before I forget,
Mhm.
right now I want to write a book,
Wow.
but mostly it's based on communist and revolution because I love justice, I love revolution. I just love seeing people like fighting for the right things and not for the wrong things because I'm not the type of person you're going to come to me with the idea of this is good. I'm going to ask you why is it good, prove it to me.
Exactly.
Because I think where we are headed, we are so much misled by the aspects of we just need to take and to adapt a culture that we are not familiar with as Africans.
Mhm.
And that's what we're supposed to avoid. Thamos, he was a pharaoh, he was a king of Egypt. And him being a pharaoh is an African king.
Wow.
Now that made me even love it more because I love African. Anything African is my thing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, and I'm proud to be African.
Wow.
I'm so Kenyan. Yes.
Okay, so how long have you been a DJ?
DJing, I did it for a period of 5 years.
Mhm.
I started way in high school when I was in Form 2. Yeah, I started doing DJing, basically just mixing with the software. Then I moved to the turntable. Yeah, then after I finished high school, I did it in disco matangas in the ghetto.
Okay.
I did it in bashes, I did it in weddings and everything. Yeah, so.
Because something has to start from something.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that is lazima uanzie kwa ground
Yeah.
ukuje.
Yeah.
So that's nice. And in music production, how long
Wow.
have you been?
Audio production, I've done it for, this year marks my 10 years anniversary.
Wow, 10?
I started in Kibera in a studio called Crucial. In Crucial, we had, there is one reggae non-artist. He's called Shamir. He's been featured in so many Jamaican reggae. He's called Shamir Tedaya. Big up yourself. We used to be with him in the studio.
Wow.
And through that studio, once I got out of there, I went to Grandpa Records. Now Grandpa Records was a well-known studio back then.
Yeah.
We used to have Akina Kendrezi, Visita, DNA. Yeah, that's where I can say now I got the ways to know the industry and know people as well as now getting the platform to even work more in the community aspects. Yeah, so in Grandpa, I did my time there. I was a producer as well as a video vixen and a dancer. Oh, I didn't say I'm a dancer.
Exactly.
Yeah, dancer, choreographer. Before that, way back, I was Octopizzo's dancer in Platinum Dance Crew, YGB, Young Gifted and Black, Kibera number 9. Hiyo ni mtaa yangu, big up yourself. Yeah, so it's a whole journey, ikanifungulia milango.
Wow.
So after Grandpa, I went to a studio now, which is in here, Ongata Rongai. It's called Big Dreams. So Big Dreams, I worked there. I worked with Kush Tracy, who's now on Switch TV, and other many artists.
Wow.
Yes. Then after that, I went to a studio called Adonel Music. I did there. I met artists. Like one is a Tanzanian artist. It's called Mr. Nana. He's done a song with Richie Mavoko. Then I got out of there and I went to a studio now called Tafsiri Elite Sounds. Yeah, where now I think I did most of my things till now.
Wow, wow. Hapo nyuma
Yes.
nilisikia ukisema ulikuwa model.
Mhm.
Yes, I heard that and I was so surprised. I modeled for 2 years, yeah. So you can model.
Yeah, I can model. I've done runway. Okay,
Wow.
we basically have two types of models.
Yeah.
We have a commercial model and a runway model. A runway model basically is a model who like exposes much more of the designs in clothes and let's say suits,
Yeah.
t-shirts, new brands. But a commercial model mostly deals with, let's say, like the visual, billboard commercials, Vitukan, Nivea, whatever, yeah, things like those. So we have those types. So me, I was a runway model walking.
Walking.
Yes.
That's nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, that is a tremendous experience of this young man.
Yes.
Hey, can you just say one word to a youth out there? Mwenye nasikia hawezi make it, na ni kama we, and you have made it from ghetto. Let me tell you, from ghetto to where you are now, you are a ghetto child, yeah? As we know, ghettos is not easy to be there and to be raised there, and to be raised by a single parent is not easy. Can you tell our youth, because hapa nje kuna mayouth wenye wako na maperu wawili wote, wameambiwa waende shule, wanakataa ama wanasema kuna jobs. Just for advice moja tu.
Okay, the only thing I can tell my youth huku nje, number one, peer pressure si kitu poa. Or can I speak in Sheng first? Okay. Kitu moja nitawaambia for real yani. Peer pressure si kitu poa. Number one, tunafaa kuelewa life ni yako peke yako. Hata twins hawakuangi na life same. Kila mtu kuanga na life different. Everyone is unique in the aspect of even our own fingerprints are not same. Even if you're triplets, twins or what, that shows you kila mtu ana life yake. Na as much as una try kukopi mse mwingine huko nje, wewe ndio unaumia because you're trying to fit in. One thing, people who try to fit in are people who live in self-denial. Now you need to stop that. You need to focus on yourself. You need to have self-confidence in yourself. Above all, you need to believe God, and believe God alone is the only person, is the only actually supreme who can actually make you be whoever you want to be. Because me kuna quote moja mi usema, we make plans and God approves. It is not us who approve our life. Even we do not know our own destinies, by the way. It is God who decides our own destinies. Leo utaamua by 25 natakuwa na gari, natakuwa na simu. But the truth is, you and the phones and the cars, you do not know when exactly you're going to have that. It's only God who approves that. Your success, your determination lies in God's hands. Si wewe. Kitu ingine ni, saa hii inaweza waambia tu kweli. Education is the key, whether you like it or not. Lazima usome manze. Lazima upate hii knowledge. Ukitoka huko knowledge sasa, unakuja hapa streets. Tunasemanga ukikuwa book smart, pia street smart lazima uko nayo. Juu hapa nje it's not easy. Many youths wanataka watoke shule wahepe wakuje home. Na huku home sasa ndio noma. Juu huku home you need to work, you need to have food, you need to have rent, you need to have a lot of things. But because of peer pressure and ile form ya kukuonyesha home is more fun, ukweli ni haujui what is out here. My mom used to tell me a quote yenye nasemanga, happy are the school days. It's true. Happy are the school days because those days, hata uko unajua school fees yako unalipiwa aje, food unafanyaje. You used to eat, study, shower, change, go to sleep and wake up the next morning and so on and so forth. Another thing, if you have a talent and you have noticed your talent, you know your talent, you know your gift, and your God amekupea, put much effort to it. Grow it, because your talent is actually a seed, and that seed needs to germinate for it to become a tree, and that tree will bear fruits. So if you do not actually plant that seed, it will be a waste of talent. Kama wewe ni mtu umesoma Biblia, you know the parables of the talents, so you know it very well. So usikuwe ule mjinga mwenye alipewa one talent akaenda kuificha. Grow your talent. Let it generate something for you. You will be happy. Discover yourself. Above all, know your life is yours. Na sio watu wengine. Tuache kuchochwa na Instagram. I have seen so many youths are being led astray because of Instagram. They want Instagram life. They want TikTok life. Your own life is yours. Maybe some of us, maybe you are living vintage life, we love that. But hii maisha yao, because umeona Kim Kardashian is dressing in a certain type of way, now you want to dress that. Kim Kardashian is herself. You are not Kim Kardashian. You are whoever you are. So dress well, be respectful, respect yourself, respect God. Juu Mungu amekuumba. Sawa? Na tupendane, na tuzidishe amani, na tupendane.
Yes. Wow, as you can hear, as you can hear from DJ Thermos, he has said that even if we are twins, our fingerprints are not the same. Everybody is made by his own unique way, on her own unique way. So this is why we call this show Young and Bold. You have seen the boldness in this young man. All that, my goodness, I thank God for that. You are a young man, you are a youth.
Yes.
Until we meet again, please stay tuned. Thank you.